And we're back as a unit, or two-thirds of a unit. We've got Alex here today, we've got Matt here today. We are your fellow film masters. We're here to talk about Wind River, directed by Taylor Sheridan.
Yes.
Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan is the writer of both two films that I really enjoyed, Sicario and Hello High Water. This is the film that he writes and directs, and I think he did a pretty good job with it.
This is a crime mystery thriller, which we caught kind of sparingly. We weren't sure what we were watching. This was part of the Odeon unscreen, or seen on screen.
That was really cool actually. It was the first time I went to one of those. I was quite excited because when the title of the film actually first came on screen, it was something that I recognised a bit, but I was like, what, Wind River? What is that? And then after a while I figured that's actually been on my watch list for quite a while.
I went in totally blinded. I had no idea what this film was, hadn't seen any marketing for it.
So the story is set in Wind River, the Indian reservation in Wyoming.
That's it.
Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
So at the beginning of the film, we have a murder occur on a Native American reservation. A woman is found dead in the ice. And
it's just snow and mountains.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Renner's character, Corey Lambert, he discovers this Native American girl, young, 18 years old, frozen, dead, completely obliterated. Well, that would mean she does nothing of her.
Yeah.
She's dead, basically.
They're having trouble identifying her to begin with.
So the FBI are called, which then brings in young FBI agent, Jane Banner, played by Elizabeth Olsen. So we got two Avengers in one film, Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch.
Gonna be better.
But it's a bit below her knowledge.
I think the point that they're trying to make at the beginning of the film is that she's kind of out of her comfort zone.
The point that she had to actually borrow clothes from the locals because she wasn't unprepared.
Yeah. The movie trying to make the point from the beginning, like she's not prepared for this. She doesn't know what she's about to be put through. Like she doesn't know this place, she doesn't know the dynamics of this place, she doesn't know the people. So she kind of needs someone to show her around.
So she unofficially recruits Lambert, and together it becomes a bit of a, not even really a cat and mouse, just.
I think it's just a murder mystery, but. It doesn't really focus, it doesn't seem to present itself as a film like an investigative drama. I was thinking that it was going to be more of a procedural. So there's going to be a lot of investigating, a lot of trying to figure out like a whodunit kind of thing. But I didn't feel like it was that kind of thing.
No, it becomes a bit more of a character study between the two, Corey and Jane.
I definitely agree it was a character study as well as a location study.
I mean, that was, you could argue that was the main character, that was the protagonist, not the two humans, the place itself.
The location, And in fact, I think that was one of the most impressive things about the film, just the way it was shot and the location and just how it kind of makes you feel uneasy.
What you said about how it was shot, I thought it was aesthetically beautiful. It was very idyllic and you felt completely isolated. But one of the things I absolutely loved about, if you want to get technical, the camera angles, a lot of the time it would focus on a character, but in the foreground, the subject would be the character or whatever's happened to the subject. But it'd always be shaky and edgy, and it'd be shot behind either a fence or a tree. You always get that little mark, like the branch.
So you always feel like you're an observer. You're like almost spying into these conversations.
But spying, and you're the one investigating them, and you're almost
the witness.
But I think that'd be best to describe it. One of the points they were trying to make, they felt isolated and they felt secluded, alone, and they were
almost imprisoned. Because a lot of the talk about in this film is characters saying they can't leave this place. Their family has been there for generations. This is where they belong. And even though it's the kind of place where everyone seems to want to run away from. What did you think about the soundtrack? I thought that was a really good element as well.
Just soundtrack in general, it added so much trepidation. The film was it was in the second gear for so long. But that wasn't really a bad thing. I complain about pacing a lot, but
I think it just took its time.
And then it without spoiling anything, it does
take off.
it hits the fifth gear just like that. It completely bypasses 4.
You're not, yeah,
and
you're
4,
not,
but-
you're not expecting it when it happens, and I think that's a good thing. Yeah, it
Yeah.
works, in favour of it.
What do you think of Jeremy Renner? Because you're always used to seeing him in the action role, Born Identity, Mission Impossible, Avengers. You kind of delved into his range a bit more.
Yeah, yeah, he was
Which-
really. I thought he was really good. He showed his capabilities and as an actor in this film because it was a more subtle performance.
Yeah, and
where you're trying to. I think at the beginning you're trying to figure out why he's helping in this investigation. Then obviously later in the film you learn more about him and you learn more behind his motivation and what's really making him the character that he is. His relationship with his wife, everything all the pieces of a puzzle come together at some point in the film. And I found one scene in particular between him and Elizabeth Olsen when he goes a bit deeper into himself and what happened, and I really liked that scene. That was probably one of my favourite scenes of the film. I think after, watching both Sicario, Hell or High Water, and now Wind River, this guy's definitely proven that he can, if anything, come up with some really good stories. Looking forward to seeing what he does next. And I find it hard to say it's a kind of film you enjoy. It's a kind of film that you appreciate. It's a tough film.
It's very uncomfortable
Yeah.
towards the end, and it kind of leaves you a little bit heartbroken.
It's very unsettling. at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
That's what I look for in a film is that emotion. Whether you
Yeah.
are laughing or whether you are crying or feeling broken, and
As long as you're feeling something.
I almost want to give it 2 thumbs up, but I'll be cautious and give
Yeah.
it 1 thumbs up.
I would
That is a firm thumbs up.
I would say definitely the same. 1 thumbs up. If anything, as I said, just for a reason that I can't say it's the kind of film that I enjoyed necessarily, but I appreciated a lot. And yeah.
And there we have it, folks. Have you seen Wind River? Comment on the section below. Tell us what you think. Like, share, and subscribe to find out more from us fellow Thumb Masters. He has been Alex. I've been Matt. I'm
been
just going to
Alex.
go with it. Cut. Movies are our jam.
Yes, movies are a jam. Oh, was it? My jam.
Oh, movies
Go.
are my jam.
Yes, movies are my jam as well.
One day.
Yeah.